Veronica Powell. Welcome to Soulful Warrior Collective. Thank you so much for joining me today in this live 45-minute yoga class. I call this Power Boost Radiant Energy class. That is a lot, but when you think about it, they're all connected. It's this, we're revving up the heart rate. We're finding the strength and the heat within us. And then exuding this beautiful shining energy as we generate power, strength, balance within our mind and our body. So I have added in Yoga Shred inspired drills, which are high intensity interval training moves, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds of rests. We take the alignment of yoga and add in this revving up of the metabolism and the heart rate, getting in that cardio, and activating fast twitch muscles. So the combination together is this beautiful kismic union, and we just generate this power, and you'll feel this revving up in your body, and then we shine out, hence the radiant energy. So to begin class, just go and grab yourself, if you don't have already, a blanket or a towel or a supportive cushion or a block or a bolster, and come back and return to the mat. Roll up the blanket or towel and just put that aside for later on. And come to the mat and sit in a nice, comfortable, easy pose, one foot in front of the other. And I like to just wiggle and widen the thighs here physically so I can feel that connection with the earth, find my sits bones, and then lift up through the core, back of the head, nicely placed in a line with the spine, and find my position on the mat, connecting with the earth first. From the ground, we then can rise. So core is my jam. I love core. And I think a lot of people just think it's abs, but there's so much more to core. It starts all the way down here, up through this inner line, and lifting up through the pelvis, and then the tongue being at the top of the core line. And I just mentioned that because I want you to think about really pushing down into the ground, all the way from here, lifting up and finding that sensation, so core activation, and then finding movement from there, and breath being that important place. So start to connect with your breath. As you inhale, take a nice warm, deep, wide breath, filling up in the lungs, all the way down into the belly, and feeling it even down, the energy going through the thighs. And as you exhale, either out the mouth or out the nose, lift up from the pelvis and express out. I like to take one initial, at least, release through the mouth, just to shift any stale energy. Inhale deep, warm and wide. You can even put your hands on your rib cage here to feel the expansion through the fingertips and the back body and all around, nice and wide. And exhale. And if you're exhaling through this Ujjayi nose breath, then I really want you to think about expressing it from here rather than just in the throat, because it's a nice deep. So continue to breathe and think about your breath throughout class. I'm guiding you through breath. You know your breath. Listen to your breath. Listen to your body. Know when to pull back. Know when to lean in. Listen to the body, listen to the breath. Let that be your rhythm, your music. One more breath together. And exhale. That internal lift through the body. Now turn to the side, long edge of the mat. Back into easy pose. Put your hands on your knees. Inhale, seated cat-cow. So you open up through the chest as you inhale. As you exhale, you lift through the core. So not a rounding, but a lifting and coming back. Inhale, leading with the back of the head, lift and find that you can feel that lift there. Exhale, lift up through the pelvis and let that be your movement to come back here. Now bring your arms with you, so elbows lead, unfurl your arms and grab that energy and draw it in, fist to fire. And you lift so much from the core that your knees may indeed come off the mat. Inhale, grab that energy, start to find it and harness it. Fists of fire, powerful. We'll be using those a lot throughout class. Inhale, last time. Grab the energy, drag it, pull it through center. Knees are nice and up. Bring your hands behind you. Uncross your feet, soles of the feet on the mat. And come down onto your forearms. Your fingers placed on the mat, pointing forwards. Lift through the chest, lift up through that core. And start to push through, ha. You can do a ha, or maybe you're still internal breath. And it's pushing through the leg, but not knocking out the knee. And you ha, exhale, ha, 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 or shh, 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 or and you can feel the core lifting and starting to push, finding that power, 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 whoo. Knees down, push all the way up. Inhale here and exhale, come back to lie on the mat. Bring your knees with you. Just take a nice little massage here. Bring your hands behind your head, knees over your hips, and just lift off the ground. Put the weight of the head in the hands interlaced behind your head. Inhale, tap the foot. Exhale, lifting up from the core. Come so that your knee is over your hips. Left, inhale down. Exhale, lift through the core. And you can hear in my voice that as I talk and exhale, as I'm lifting all the way through the core. Not just a shh, shh, shh. I'm lifting using left foot down and come up. Lifting all the way through that core, using those psoas muscles, which connect lower and upper body. Just a little massage here. Hands behind the head, lift up, find that same position. And now just scissor kick or bicycle sit up, extending the leg out, keeping the weight of the head in the hand, and find a little play. So you're exhaling as you twist, shh, 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 shh. Find a staccato beat. And notice that my toes, it's like a high heel, like I'm wearing a high heel. I'm pressing through the toe mound. You're just warming up throughout the body, shh, 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 generating that heat. Come down, wave side to side. Now just rub the back of the thighs for good luck, warming them up, and come all the way up. Come over your feet and come back into tabletop. So bring your shoulders so that they're not directly over your wrists, so there's some space there. Bring them back and feel the earth. I like to think of these as like lion paws, pressing through the fingertips, the palm of the hand, cat-cow. So inhale, slide your hips back, bend your elbows along the direction of your body, and like you're pouncing, exhale in a wave, lift through the core. So you inhale, come back, exhale, shh. Inhale, exhale, lift up through the core. Inhale, one more time back here. Exhale, find that wave, tuck your toes, and come back into a downward facing dog. And just pedal here. First one of the class, bend your knees, bend your elbows, feel the earth beneath you. And take little subtle waves maybe. Find the movement in your body, that natural movement. We sometimes get very stiff and take it all so ever so seriously, but find that softness. Inhale here, exhale, walk to the midway of your mat, so center of your mat, so there's space, always leaving space here between hand and foot. And same thing, bend, bend, bend in the knees. And then just wave side to side. Breathing into the back body and the head. Then bring your hands out in front of you, or to your shins, or to your thighs, whichever feels right for you. Energetically pull through that fingertips as you wave out on an inhale into halfway lift, flat back. Pay attention to the head. This often happens. Draw the back of the head up and find that alignment. Exhale, forward fold and bend. Inhale, slide the hips back. Push the weight into the heels. Exhale, lift, 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 lift through the core. Unhinge, unhinge, unhinge. And then inhale up. Exhale, hands at heart center. And just take a moment here to feel the earth beneath you. Maybe just close your eyes and let your feet naturally find their placement. Just find that position. Mountain pose, a blueprint for all other poses, this position. So look down, see your feet, your kneecaps tracing same direction as your feet. Inhale, arms up, exhale, bend, slide those hips back, come through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, find your position, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees, and pushing way down from the inner thighs up through the legs, lifting through the core and the pelvis, and roll out, wave out to a strong, well-aligned plank. Again, remember the head, back of the head is up. Inhale, expand through the body. Exhale, lift through the core. Inhale, knees down as they are. Untuck your toes. Lift the chest. Exhale, lift the core and gently come down. Arms are coming along the body. Try to keep them into the body rather than winging out. Inhale, chest already naturally lifted. Cobra, exhale. Tuck your toes and push through the knees and lift through the core, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Exhale, jump, float to the center of your mat again, or step. Give that another little go. Look forward, really push into the earth if you're jumping. And then lift from the core and come to the center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slide those hips back. Exhale, lift, 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 lift. Inhale, I love a nice little wave and roll out. Mountain pose. Exhale, bend, slide back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees, and roll out. Find that plank again. Lifting through the core, pushing through the fingertips. Back of the head is up. Inhale here, expand through the body. Exhale, lift from the pelvis, lift from that front body. Fill up in the back body. Inhale, knees down, open chest. Exhale, nice and slowly with good core control. Come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your elbows. Bend your knees and then lift your right leg high. Try not to open the hips here. Keep a parallel to the mat. On the exhale, lift, 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 lift up, knee to chest. Lift, find space between the mat and your body. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, one more time, lift up through the body. So looking for that lift. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your right foot behind your right hand. Inhale, lengthen through the body. Exhale, bend the back knee. Push through the ground and find this, I think of it more as tram tracks between the legs, hip width distance rather than tightrope. Sometimes this happens. Try and give yourself that nice strong foundation. So exhale, bend that back knee first. Push through the feet into the ground and unhinge, keeping that bend in that back leg. Find yourself here in a bent lunge. Inhale, straighten, push through the ground. Exhale, ha! Back to those glorious fists of fire. Inhale, exhale, ha! Inhale, push through the ground. Exhale, shh. Inhale, or inhale, ha! Inhale, lift your arms, straighten that back foot for a moment. Exhale, come through center, step back, downward facing dog. Little pedal here or bounce into the ground. Inhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees, left leg high. Exhale, scoop up, wave up. Knee to chest. Find that lift and that space. Inhale. Exhale, find the softness. Bend in the knee and push up from the ground to lift up and find that space. Inhale here, fill the body. Exhale, lift the core and bring your left leg over behind your left hand. Find that space and that length. Make sure you set up a good foundation. Exhale, bend the back knee and lift up, unhinging. Notice my front knee is behind my ankle, protecting the knee. Inhale, push to the ground and straighten. Exhale, ha! Inhale, ha! And you can feel that lift all the way through the body. Very powerful. Ha! Ha! Remembering we are ha! Harnessing that radiant energy. Inhale, arms up, straighten the back leg for a moment. Exhale, come down, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, taking a couple of nice waves here. Inhale deep into the body. Exhale, stick your tongue out the mouth and release. Ha! Lioness breath, lifting all the way through the core. One more time, you can feel that lift. Inhale, feel the body. Exhale, ha! Nice. Inhale, look forward, bend your elbows, bend your knees, and float to the center of your mat or step. Inhale, find that lift wherever it is, find the flat back. Exhale, bend your knees and paint the floor here. And now inhale, shimmy those hips back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come all the way up, hands at heart center. So moving into our first yoga shred, we're nice and warm. First, yoga shred, 4 rounds of chair squats. So, first round we will do slow. So you're in the chair position. You can either have your hands in prayer, you can have your hands out here, in a fire, powerful mantra here. Wherever the hands are, you exhale, you push up and bring those fists of fire. So inhale, exhale, shh. So you're pushing through the heels and lifting up through the core. And lifting up, not thrusting. Don't want a dumping here. We are lifting up into the core. So slide those hips back. I can't say that enough. Knees going back over ankles, protecting. So lifting from the core. So first round slow, as I said, and then we move into faster rhythm if you want, however your body is feeling today. So find your position here or here. Inhale, exhale, shh. So nice and slow. Inhale, exhale, shh. I love the fists of fire because it reminds me to pull myself up. So hands can be here. One more, slide back, inhale up. So 10 seconds of rest. I like to do a little of this, push down a little on the thighs. Just enough time to grab a breath. So maybe you want to go a little faster. Ha, 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 or shh. So chest is open, hips sliding back, and one more, and take your 10 seconds of breath. So 2 rounds. Heart rate is lifting a little, but the most important thing is getting that form. So find your position. So you can build up to this, or give this a go and see where you're at, but make sure those hips are sliding back, and you are coming up and lifting from the core. Lift, ha, almost so much so I'm pushing into the ground that I feel I could actually come off the ground. So toe tapping, whatever your speed is, listen to your breath. Find your position. So last round, whatever that is for you, wherever, whatever pace, let it be the most fabulous one yet. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Nice work. Gently press on your thighs. And you can hear my heart rate is definitely up. So taking big inhales and exhales. Coming to the long edge of the mat. Well done. First yoga shred complete. So beginning to feel why there's that power boost and that energy. Start to find yourself in temple pose. So your knees tracking along your feet, so your feet are slightly turned out to wherever it feels comfortable. And make sure that the knees are following along your feet. Shimmy those hips back, lift through the core, open chest. Inhale up, straighten those legs. Exhale, ha! Inhale, fist of fire again, ha! 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 And hold them there. And take a little side to side here. Bring your hands to heart center. Turn your right foot straight and lift up on the toe mat and pivot that back foot so that you come into a nice warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, push away what we don't need. Inhale, exhale. So just pushing into the ground, lifting through the core. Find your position, reverse warrior. Inhale, follow the line of your body. Exhale, bring your elbow to your thigh. Inhale, lift up, open the chest. Exhale, bend the back knee. Bring the hand, arm around. Pick up your radiant energy and sprinkle it as you inhale. Exhale, collect the energy. Inhale, open. Exhale, bend that back knee. And inhale, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Exhale, bend your knee and then come through. Warrior two. Inhale, center, and then turn your feet parallel for a moment. Inhale, inhale, center. Exhale, turn the front left foot, pivot on the back, place it down. Exhale, warrior two. Pulsing here, taking the breath. If you're still breathing in and out the mouth, great. If you're breathing through your nose and you've calmed down and slowed down, great too. Exhale, bring your elbow, but listen to your breath. Exhale, scoop up. Inhale, lift. Exhale. So finding your own rhythm here, sprinkling your energy. Don't forget to sprinkle the energy. We need it. And open across the chest. Exhale, bend in. And come back into warrior two. Inhale, center. Parallel your feet together. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees. And take a few steps to come towards the center of your mat. And come to the front as we are now ready for shred number two. So this takes a little bit of coordination as well as a balance. There are options. This is finding yourself in that bent lunge, but not fully extended out. So knee here is back, lifting through the core, but keeping this framework of bent knees. Hands out in front of you. Option here also to go over to a wall and put your hands on the wall. Imagine if I turn, so your hands would be pressing against the wall, or if you have something here just to tap into in case you need, but keep a hips width distance so you have that strong foundation. Arms in front. Inhale here. Exhale, push through the ground and fists of fire. Back to those fists of fire. Knee lifts. Inhale, bend your knee, come back. So there's always a bending and so you're exhaling as you lift. First round will be slow. In the third and fourth round, I'll show you we can add on a kick. If you have the wall in front of you, Obviously, do not add on the kick because there'll be a wall there. So find your position, nice and slow. So inhale, find the ground beneath you. Exhale, shh. So you're pushing through that foot. Inhale, come back. Exhale, lift up, fists of fire. And you may well fall. Inhale, place yourself. Exhale, up. So be very careful when placing your foot back here. And then just toe tap in between. So you can continue at this speed, or you can take it up a little. But make sure you're lifting through the core. Lifting up, same as with the squats, we're lifting up, pushing through the heel and lifting up through the core. So continue with this. We have 4 rounds on each side, but you can add in here a kick if you want. Ha! Ha! Providing the wall's not there. Ha! 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 Kicking ha! Through the heel. Not locking out the knee. It's coming from the core kick. Woo! And yes, that certainly revs things up a bit. Take a little toe tap, a little movement. Find yourself back, right foot in front. Inhale, exhale, ha! 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 Kick out, kick away what we no longer need. Ha! And whoo, harness that energy. Ha! Nice, excellent. So right leg, the side done. And you probably worked out there what works for you, what feels good today. So coming to the other side, to our left side, find your position. Find that foundation, lifting up through the core. First round slow, then moving on if you want to. But the balance, you need to find that point. Focus in, lift the core to find that balance. Inhale here. Exhale, you'll be lifting ha through here. So one side is often different to the other. And ha, you have to find your placement first. So take it nice and slow, pushing through the heel of the standing foot. This is my less balanced side, ha, clearly, and that's okay. You find yourself, work slowly. There's a lot going on in this exercise. And take big breaths in between, oxygenate the body. Hands in front, ha, 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 ha. And if the hand movement is sending you off balance, maybe hands on hips, ha. Play with it. Play with what works for you and play with the speed, and you can always go back. So third round, option 2, ha. Add in, ha, the kicks, ha. But remember, when you're coming back, everything is with yoga alignment and softness, ha. So even though we're kicking, we're then landing softly, bent legs, nice and safe. Nice on our joints, using the core and the muscles to do all the work. Find your placement. I do believe this is our last ha round of this shred. Make it fierce, fabulous, and energetic, and powerful. And one more, yay. Woo. Taking big inhales and exhales. Coming towards the long edge of the mat as you toe tap. Finding yourself back in that temple. And go side to side. Nice side to side movements. Free expression. So inhale, Come all the way up. Exhale. Let the body move. Slide the hips back. Come to center. Inhale. Exhale. So getting that breath. Moving. Taking in the oxygen. Exhale, bend here. Turn the right foot out, left foot back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale along the body, reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your hand down. Inhale, lift up through center. Exhale, bend the back knee. Bend the arm. Coming up and out to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your leg. And exhale, bend temple one more time. Turn your left leg out. Pivot your right foot back. And then ease into warrior two. Find the flow. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, come down onto your knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, bend the back knee. Bend the arm. Come through. Turn yourself back to temple. Inhale, star. Turn the feet in parallel and come back into the center of your mat. Take a little wiggle and come to the top of the mat. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, come through chair pose. Forward fold. Take a nice little break here. Fold over. And bring yourself on the inhale into halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet and bend your elbows, bend your knees, and then find a stillness for a moment. Maybe the heels descend a little bit more now that we're warm. Naturally and carefully can descend more towards the mat. And then come down onto your knees. And take a moment here. Sit on your knees. And let's turn our palms up. Open through the chest. Palms up, receiving energy. This is what this is all about. Harnessing our natural radiant energy. And maybe the heart is still, and mine is, still going, so still breathing through the mouth if that's the case. But starting to focus in on the settling of the body, feeling that energy pumping through our body, our mind, the connection. And then bring your hands to the side and just bring your feet from underneath you and come round, soles of the feet on the mat. Inhale here, exhale, come to lie on the mat and draw your knees in. Just take a little side to side here and gently press on the knees a little and allow the legs to descend into the hip sockets and massage out that lower back. Bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. And bring your knees so that they are over your hips. And bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, clasp your hands. And lift up. Feel the weight of the head and the hand, looking up at the ceiling. Return to those earlier bicycle sit-ups or scissor kicks. And if you want to just toe tap like we did at the beginning and twist over this way, just pay attention to lifting from that core, like I was saying earlier. If not, you can extend out with that high heel, the toe mound coming across. So find what works for you, but lifting up so that the armpit and the rib cage are coming up towards the knee. And keep a space. Think of a spacious chin to chest and a nice natural neck. And exhaling on the exertion. So maybe it's here, maybe it's a little faster, maybe it's slow. but exhaling here as you twist, lift through the core, and keep the head, the weight of the head in the hand, and just feel the power that is generating in that belly. Final cleansing, detoxing, twisting, everything working, and we are done. Bring your head down, bring your knees in. A nice little side to side. That exercise is so good for everything. And really you can feel all of that beautiful heat that we've created. Talk about power boost. We certainly had one. And you can feel the radiating energy through the body. Coming to a Shavasana-like pose. So hands behind the head one more time. So Shavasana sit-ups. Try and relax the legs as much as possible, lifting up through this core. Again, weight of the head in the hands. Take your head off and just feel that. Inhale here, exhale, shh. It's just a little pulse. Come no higher than the base of your shoulder blades, and exhale, shh, as you lift, shh, shh, shh. So pulsing or a slower shh. Find your rhythm and what works for you at this point in the class. Lift through that core. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Feeling that midline. A wonderful stretch. Take a nice long morning stretch. Unfurl the arms up and overhead. Inhale together and exhale up the mouth. Ha. Again, you can feel the core lift when you release through the mouth, and stretch the right side slightly longer and the left, and just play with those little movements there. Breathing into different sides of the body. Come to center. Bring your hands down by your side and draw your heels into your glutes. Moving bridge, draw bridge. I'm not sure which to call this. I think more moving draw bridge. So push through the heels as you lift the hips. Lift through the core and then unfurl your arms up and over. Exhale, bring everything down through center. And see why I say moving drawbridge. We're not coming up into a full back bending bridge. This is more about stretching through the hip flexors right here and opening up as we've used them a lot. And with the squats, it's now a chance to give them a nice open stretch. Exhale, come all. Bring your blanket, pillow, prop, cushion, and just lift up through the hips, pushing down in the heels, and place it under your sacrum. Not up here in the lower back, but under, finding support for the sacrum here. And either stay here or bring your knees up here, stay here, or bring your legs, what we would call, all the way up the wall. And when they're here, try to let this bend in the knee, this softness in the knee, let them be very natural. We're not stretching the hamstrings, we're letting the lymphatic drainage system do its thing by inverting. So no obstacles, letting everything flow back into the central body. You can bring your arms out to the side and turn your palms up, perhaps close your eyes. The breath is slowing down, and you can feel your legs naturally moving slightly, particularly if you close your eyes. You can now tune into the body's sensations. I'm always reminded of a tree with the roots being here in the body that is descending towards the earth, and then my legs feel like branches as they naturally move a little in the wind. Legs up the wall is a great pose to counteract all the standing and sitting, and just feels wonderful. Slowly bend your knees, maybe open your eyes and bring the soles of the feet, one and then the other, to the ground. Push through the heels and remove that blanket off to the side. Bring your feet a little wider, maybe the width of the mat, and just windshield wiper the knees, side to side. Come to the center and then bring one knee in and then the other. And lift up for a moment on an inhale, and exhaling, release out the mouth. Find yourself in final resting pose, Shavasana. So legs about hips, mat width if that feels comfortable, and arms away from the body with the backs of the hand on the ground and the palms facing up. And find any little wiggles and movements that you need in order to settle here. Take a moment here to scan the body. Be aware of the sensations. Feel the ground that is supporting you. Feel the radiance that is shining through you. The tingles and the sensations as you've woken up the body, and now the body is absorbing that radiant energy, shining through the soles of your feet like a golden light, and out of the palms of your hand, crown of your head. Loosen your jaw, let that be soft, and your cheekbones. Point between your brows, that third eye center, let that be soft. Even soften the ears. And let everything melt into the ground. Let your breath be natural and take this time to absorb all of your feelings. Just be, and I will guide you out in its time. Either stay here in Shavasana and come out when you are ready, or if it is time to move on for you, join me in coming back into the body and run your thumb over your fingertips and wiggle your toes. Maybe windshield wiper the feet. Rotate the wrists. Bring your legs slightly closer together and maybe bring your arms up overhead. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bend your knees and draw them in towards the body and roll to the right. Taking a moment here, pausing, connecting back with the earth, and then using your hands to push you gently up, back into easy pose. As we began class, so shall we end. One foot in front of the other. Widen the thighs, feel the sits bones and the lift through the core. Back of the head placed nicely back in alignment with the spine. And feel the length, feel the shine and the radiance that you have created. I certainly feel it, and it's a beautiful thing. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, draw them, fists of fire, down into your hip creases. Acknowledging the power and the radiance, the energy that we have cultivated through the root and through our core. And we are able to shine out. Bring your hands to your heart and bow your head to your hands. Thank you so much for joining me in this class today. I really appreciate it. I feel the beautiful energy and power that you have given to this class. Carry this throughout your day and have a wonderful time, wonderful day. Be strong, be radiant. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me in this class today.